Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, Ma'am Rosiana, and good morning, all of my beloved friends from UMK and from GBS UA, Philippines. Today, I would like to present my research proposal entitled Bingo Game in Teaching English to the Third Grade Students of SD Negeri 2 Tanjung. Before I present my research proposal, let me introduce myself. My name is Friska Dela Nurmalita, NIM 046. Okay, why bingo game? We can call it the background of the research. Okay, teaching young learners is very difficult, very different with teaching teenagers and adults. This generally occurs because of the difficulty of young learners in concentrating. Young learners really like to play fun. Therefore, teachers must be able to follow their students by being more creative. Bingo game is one of the methods that can be used by teachers to teach young learners. So, young learners will tend to have fun when learning in class and not feel bored. Tejada and Palacios in 1995 at their research said that bingo is an interesting pedagogical game as a very important teaching tool. Statement of the problem. Based on the background of the research above, the researcher formulates the statements of the problem as follows. First, what kinds of bingo games do the SDN 2 Tanjung teachers use to teach students? And then the second, why do the teachers use this type of bingo game in teaching English to the third grade elementary school students? And then the next, the data and library research. Coco et al. At 2001 said that the advantage of playing bingo is that it allows all students to participate actively and also acts as a facility for students' understanding of theory and practice in language. According to Franco Mariscal and Cano Iglesias 2014, bingo games are effective for teaching and strengthening the way students work together to learn and understand many things. Most of the previous research on the use of the bingo game in English lesson only focused on improving students' vocabulary. No one has examined the reason for teachers using this learning method using the bingo game. Therefore, this study intends to explore the bingo game and the reason why teachers use the bingo game as a tool to teach students in English. Coco et al. 2001 say that the bingo game is a holistic experiential strategy that can be described as a cross between a true bingo game and a traditional classroom survey with implication for pedagogical play. And then, according to Rahmasari 2021, she said that bingo game can be used as an interesting activity to review the vocabulary of young learner students during English lesson. The next, types of bingo game, according to Finch 2006, suggests that there are 10 different types of bingo game, but at this present, I only present 5. First, picture bingo or picture to picture, picture to word. This type of bingo is a game that uses picture. The teacher just show the picture in front of the class or in front of the students and ask the student to mention the name or character in one word. And then the second word bingo or word to picture what word. This type of bingo, the teacher only needs to say one name then let the students guess it with one word. The third, riddle bingo or definition dictionary. The teacher asks the student to find a word that is related to the definition of the word spoken by the teacher. After the teacher gives the student the definition of the word as a guide. Then the next, number 4, 20 question bingo. The teacher gives student 20 closed questions that are given to each student to be answered. Students simply answer by circling yes or no. And then the last, translation bingo. In this type, student must find the meaning in English after the teacher provides instruction with the translate word or in Indonesian. Next, the data. The design of this research is a qualitative research which specifically examines case studies. The data from this study were the use of bingo games in English learning by the English teacher at SD Negeri 2 Tanjung. The data source in this study was the English teacher at SDN 2 Tanjung. To collect the data, the instrument used interviews as follows. Researcher use research with the structured interview method as an instrument supported by making notes and recording audio-visual. The purpose of using interview was to find out the reasons for the English teacher at SD Negeri 2 Tanjung in carrying out learning using the bingo game. Interview questions. The researcher used 5 questions for interview the teacher. The first, what types of bingo games do you know are suitable for use in teaching and learning process? The second, what types of bingo games do you use in the teaching and learning process in the classroom? The third, why do you use this type of bingo game? The fourth, does the bingo game you use have an impact on students? And then the last, to what extent do bingo games affect your student? After did the interview, the teacher, the researcher get the result. All right. The researcher used the interview method with 2 English teachers who teach at SD Negeri 2 Tanjung. This research was conducted because it is considered easier and less time-consuming. After doing research using the interview method, the results obtained are quite realistic and reasonable based on the questions that have been asked. According to Finch 2006, teachers at this public elementary school use only word bingo and picture bingo. And this is considered quite easy for students to understand, and students feel more excited when using these 2 types of bingo. It was clear by both teachers that the use of bingo games can increase students' vocabulary, and bingo games can also make students easy to remember words. Bingo is useful for students to understand words, know how to use words, familiarize with words, and improve student confidence. The ability of students is considered to be able to increase very drastically. The students seem focused, interest, and easy to understand the material about vocabulary because the teacher used bingo game as a technique and bingo card as a medium for teaching vocabulary. By using bingo cards, students' interest in participating in teaching and learning process in class, so that the scores of the student after being taught by using the bingo game increase. Based on the explanation of the two English teacher, the researcher can be conclude that vocabulary must be taught from a young age to continue to motivate students in the learning process. Teachers need to use interesting activities. One of the activities that can be used by the teachers in teaching vocabulary is using game, such as action bingo games. This game is fun and interesting. Besides that, this game also makes vocabulary last longer in student minds. Okay, I think enough for my explanation for my presentation. Thank you for your attention. I end my speech and I end my present. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.